scares the monsters looking in the dark. Gore and more team ready to embark. Thrills and chills, we embrace them all.
What's going on, Gorehounds? And welcome to another fantastic episode of the Gore More Podcast. I am your not so mean fluff Master Supreme.
He's
Big
invisible.
Daddy D, bringing this shit show in. However, I don't bring this shit show alone. For with me, as always, are my beloved horror homies. Started off, excuse me, with that Dark Lord of Knowledge, that Chad Daddy, all the way down from the Chattahoochee, Mr. Chad Crispin.
What's up, bitches?
And we have the not so keen because he doesn't want to be seen, Lord Scuba Cabra, Mr. Steve Vasquez. Somewhere, maybe.
I'm invisible.
He's invisible and he's totally cranking it right now.
You can't see it.
I'm gonna go with
My
number
wiener
2.
is totally out.
Oh, fucking A, dude. Flopping all around and such. There he is. Must have took his
That was
serve.
quick.
He's
That was
back.
a little too quick. It was a little too
Oh,
quick.
fantastic.
Right.
Loved it.
I had to think of something on the fly.
He's been going to yoga for 4 years to get into that pose, dude.
DDP yoga.
Fucking boom. And we have that killing machine, that meat mountain, actually all the way from the space mountain, because he wasn't here last week, Mr. Bobby Amone.
Good evening. I'm back, motherfuckers.
Man, it looks like his video is coming from the top of Space Mountain. What is, dude? You had that fixed. How is that still shit?
Listen, as long as the audio's coming in, I don't care at that point.
Clean your lens or something, dude.
I can
Bro,
do
that is that's the nice waxy 70s filter Bob's trying to give us right there. Where, old school horror. He's like, yo, man, this is how it used to be. Couldn't see shit. Maybe saw a titty. I'm not sure.
Hey, boys.
What's up,
will
Gene?
I will
Hey,
be
Gene.
right back. I have the mechanic looking at Mel's car right now, and
Oh.
he's figured out the issue, so I will be right back.
Word, sir.
Man, I can't
Do
believe
you-
that still hasn't been like completely figured out.
Right? Fucking A, dude.
Like what?
What
Like,
happened?
what kind of shitty
That
shitty
wasn't here.
mechanics are there in Texas?
Mel's been having some car problems. Scoobs has had 2 roadside mechanics come up, supposedly fix the problem, and completely have not. So, yes, that is what's
Yeah, this has been
going on
ongoing for a few weeks. I'm
for
Oh,
sure.
shit. Okay.
So, good luck to
hope
them.
they get it. Yeah.
Scoobs shall be back. But we are talking 2000s, the year 2000. Yeah, the year
Yes,
2000s Hollow Man. And this was a Chad Daddy pick?
This is a Chad Daddy pick.
Chad Daddy. Okay. This is gonna be a fun discussion. It's been I've never
Yes, it
truly
is.
seen this movie in its full presentation. Bob's in the same camp.
Same boat.
It's
So-
been a few minutes. Actually, this is the second time this year I watched it when my mom was up in July for vacation.
You watched this with your mother?
Ha!
It was on like in the background. We were sitting there talking.
Oh,
I got concerned.
I think I've watched it with her before because I used to have like the old school DVD when I still lived at home. So
weird. All right. No,
I'm
it's not
watching
weird.
it.
I'm just fucking with you.
no, it's not.
No, well,
Believe me,
Listen,
oh,
I
you know
can
what?
tell you some. No, yeah.
Right. If you haven't seen this movie, we're just gonna get right to the point before we even really get to the point. Kevin Bacon is very rapey in this movie. Let's just say
He
that.
is.
It's
Yes.
out of the way. It's out of the way.
That is the elephant in the room, and we
we will
are discussing it.
discuss
Yeah.
it more in general discussion. Virtual.
It's
Yeah.
not even. It's not even an invisible elephant. It is right there.
Not
full
even a
view.
discussion.
Yeah.
It's just fucking there. That's just the movie. All right, so Scoob stepped out, so I
Are you gonna pull up variant scoobs?
have to pull up variant Scoob, so I apologize. Let me do this here. Oh my lord. Oh, that's cool.
That
I
looks-
can load 2
Dude, that
videos.
looks like the face of
That's-
Mars. Look at that,
That's cool.
doesn't it?
What's-
You know, the face on Mars.
Yes.
That
Yes.
looks like
Wait,
Yeah.
which one? Kevin Bacon or the girl at the bottom?
Kevin. The face, the background,
The
whole big
actual
face
white.
right there.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
it is
see,
now
now-
time for your
Sorry for the auto load, but this new system is different and I am learning how to go as we do it. So thank you, Variant Scubas. I like that it was the full background, bro. We got the full cheesiness today. That was
Dude, the more I look at it, the more that almost looks like homemade pizza.
you know what?
That's what we made.
It's our show, right? Fuck it. We're gonna do it one more time.
ladies and gentlemen. It is now time for your
That
I
extra
think-
long stretch at
I
the
think
end.
that is some that is some shit you buy frozen pizza, but that's the commercial form of it. That looks 1,000 times better than whatever the fuck you're gonna pull out of your oven at home.
That's the commercial DiGiorno pizza. That's not the shit you get out of the
Fucking-
box.
Exactly, dude.
God.
100%.
But all of a
All
sudden,
right.
you're like, I want to buy DiGiorno and I want to make it like on the commercial, and it never happens.
Fucking right, dude. Hey, you know what? I'm not gonna shit on DiGiorno, man. DiGiorno's still a solid frozen pizza.
No, that shit.
I like
me
Tombstone
that shit
myself.
gave me the runs one time. Yeah, never again.
Listen, bro.
I'm
Anything?
a Tombstone guy.
What's that?
Tombstone.
Listen, dude. I don't give a shit, dude. Pizza's pizza, man. Like,
Yeah.
pizza's not pizza, right? Like, there's many calibers of pizza, but I'm still
Gene-
gonna eat the shittiest
Gene-
pizza versus the
Gene
best.
said that's Red Baron pizza. He might be right. They do have that rolled up crust like that. That DiGiorno doesn't
Gene,
have. He might be
you
right.
win, buddy. You
Yeah.
know what? The only one who's truly gonna know is Scuba. So I guess we could ask him. We've never asked him, so we'll have. He probably might not even know who the fuck.
He's like, I don't know, I just found a
Yeah.
fucking video of pizza.
That's right. All right. So that being said, Gene, thanks for joining us. By the way, anybody else that's watching, listening, whatever, if you could do us a huge solid and give us a share, it helps us a lot. That being said, Chad Daddy, how the fuck have you been, homie? I'm gonna throw it to your direction.
Not too bad. No, I just want to, just a normal work week. And last week before the show, I was a little distracted talking to the guys because I was trying to find some of my music that's saved on my old external hard drive.
Yes.
And as I had it sitting here, it was acting kind of buggy. So, I just kind of let it go. The next day or two, I'm like, okay, I'm going to find it. I went on there and I couldn't find what the fuck I was looking for. Because now it turns out that hard drive, and this hard drive is over 10 years old, so I'm not surprised.
Okay.
That it is in fucking failure. I've lost like half my shit, like half my movies are gone, half my music is gone, and all of my digital comics are gone that were stored on there.
What?
So I've been running
What's up, Brody?
I've been running through all these different data recovery programs, and it's not showing up. But I did find one. I did a deep scan of it. I found the folder where everything's located. It's under the found folder, which is hidden on the drive
Okay.
because that's where it stores like actual system software that you shouldn't be deleting. So I just have to do another deep scan and possibly run an even better recovery program to try and recover it. I'm not so upset if the music and the movies are gone because I can see which each individual movie and everything is gone. But the comics, it was just a folder that said comics and everything is no. Gene, that damn U2 album's probably still there.
The free one?
Yes.
God.
The one that nobody asked for? What the fuck, you two?
I think that's hilarious. I can't believe that they just threw it on everybody's computer. So yeah, I got to try and figure out how to recover all that stuff. So that's a fun little process. From what I've reading, it's not that easy. So, thank you, Gene. I was going to see if you want to come over sometime to try and fix it or something, but I didn't want to. I wanted to try and do it myself first.
Gene is the man with the plan, dude.
Gene is a professional in that area, so
there you go. So you got hopefully an ace in the hole if you can't get it going.
yeah. And even
Right.
if you can't get it, it's not the end of the world.
Yeah,
It's not like it's anything important. But so I was trying to get that fixed. Let's see. Friday was just a day of doing housework. Saturday, Steph went with her friend and their moms. They went to some purse bingo thing where they tried to win purses. They came home empty-handed. So I was sitting there bored. The kids are playing video games, and I decided I'm finally going to sit down and watch Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. And
Wait,
you guys seen
the
it?
second
The
animated
second one. Yeah, the
Okay,
second.
sorry.
I didn't see it yet.
I was muted. I was like thinking, but I was like, okay. And thoughts?
I liked it. One, it's still too long. And
Was it too long? I don't know. Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
I am still not on board with the fucking animation style.
Oh, see, I'm down with it, dude. I like it.
I'm not. I feel like it's a distraction, especially when it has different animations for people from the different multiverse.
Okay, so I could see that. But for my brain, bro, I'm picking it all up. So I'm just like, okay.
I did, but I just didn't like Spider Punk looked too. I don't know. It was. Yeah, Steph came home empty-handed and drunk.
Yes, Steph.
We shouldn't have. But yeah, I loved all the cameos, and I really loved the fucking ending.
See, I like the ending, but I don't because
Because it's
it didn't feel like there was an ending. It was just straight up like, oh shit, stalemate, and then here we are, and I'm like, fuck. And especially with what's the hiatus of what's going on with the third one, there's a good chance that may never even happen.
it'll happen. I guarantee.
I fucking hope it does, dude.
Guarantee it'll happen.
I'm sure it would. It'd be stupid trying
The
to
movie
not,
made
man.
some,
That's
the
like
movie
the
made
best
some mad money. It's
fucking right,
gonna
dude.
happen.
Especially just for Sony and itself in its pocket, right? Like,
Yeah.
that's fantastic.
But like I think like my favorite cameos was Mrs. Chen from Venom.
That was solid.
That was so fantastic. The live action Prowler.
That was also solid.
And when they're standing around and the Spectacular Spider-Man from the Spectacular Spider-Man cartoon popped up.
Yes, that made me super happy, dude.
Dude,
that is an underrated series for sure.
I loved it. My jaw dropped and I was like, yes.
And it was nice because then you got to see you saw like Toby in the background. You saw fucking
Garfield
and shit. Nah, dude, it was I liked oh my god, dude. What is his name? Ben Reilly.
Yeah,
Andy Samberg just yeah, perfect.
So I'm gonna choke you out with my overly detailed muscles.
That's right.
But like I said, the ending was great because I loved how it set it up because it brought everyone back, which is exactly what I was figuring was going to happen.
Yeah, and it looks like it's literally going to be an episode of the Boondocks.
yeah, it does.
Bro, it does.
I can't wait for
I
Uncle
do
Ruckus
love the
to show up.
Boondocks. Right? Where the fuck is Uncle Ruckus in the Spider-Verse, dude? Well.
That I loved.
I loved what they Uncle Ruckus quotes.
I loved what they were able to get
Steve.
away with on that show because that show was so fucking racist.
But it was so good.
It was so
That show
good.
would get so fucking. Didn't they try to reboot it? And it just didn't
yeah,
work?
no, they did, and it didn't. It didn't work.
Oh man, what a great fucking show! Dude.
It doesn't need to be.
was.
You just go back and rewatch it. You're just like, God, it's so great to just watch what's here.
Fucking A, bro, dude. That is a show. That is a show.
And also what got me in the mood for watching Across the Spider-Verse was of course playing Spider-Man 2 on the PS4.
Oh, of course.
Nice.
I figured as much.
And I finally got the symbiote suit in the game and I fucking love it.
Noise.
And I don't want to give it up, but I know I'm going to have to because, it's Spider-Man. He never keeps the symbiote.
Flip.
And then Sunday I just watched this movie and yeah, that was my weekend. Scuba Steve.
Well, I just got some bad news today. Mel's car's fucked.
Ooh, how fucked?
The internal timing chain is fucking fucked up on her Volkswagen. So the Volkswagen has an internal timing chain that's inside the motor, and you have to take. So they want to charge us $1,200 to fix it. And I said, it's fine. It's gonna go back. They can fuck themselves. So I tried, honey. I'm sorry. Tried to get it fixed. So, but good thing is all the other codes that she had, those problems have been fixed. Because she had a whole bunch of other codes for shit.
That timing chain's fucked. You ain't moving that bitch.
No, it ain't fucking going nowhere. So, we have a friend that works at the dealership she got it from. So hopefully they're able to do something for us. So we'll see what happens. But this weekend, let's see what I do Friday. I didn't do anything Friday. I stayed home with Charlie. Mel came home from work early and we just kind of hung out with Charlie till she decided to go to sleep. Charlie is in this new phase now where she is babbling a lot and it's like she's trying to have whole conversations. And so Mel like slapped me or something joking around and I pretended like I was crying and Charlie's looking at me and I'm like, tell mommy, no, mommy, you don't hit daddy. And she went off on Mel for like a full 10 minutes. No. Like going off on her. It was the cutest shit ever. I got a little bit of it recorded. It was fucking adorable.
I love that.
And then
face.
Saturday, we hit the road to Laredo, Texas, which is on the border of Mexico and Texas. And I wrestled in my first match outside of my company. It was fucking nerve-wracking because look, man, I'm Mexican. I'm a proud Mexican male, but those are Mexicans. They take this shit serious. Like, and what was cool is there was some really well-known luchadores there that have been around for years in like Lucha Libre and stuff, which is like the big Mexican wrestling company. And so one of them was watching us wrestle, and of course I wrestle in my mask. And after my match, he's like, "How much for your mask?" And I'm like, "What are you? I'm not gonna sell you my mask." He's like, "No, how much to fight you in a match for your mask?" Because in Lucha Libre, when you're a masked wrestler, that is like that is everything. I mean, you've seen Nacho Libre, you know how it goes. Like that, and it's legit like that. But they take that shit serious. So he's like, "I want to fight you in a match in April, mask for mask." He's like, "How much?" And I'm like, "Oh, fuck, I don't know. Like, I'm not a professional." Like, he's like, "We'll train. We'll make sure everything's safe." The cool part about that is that match will be broadcast on a Spanish station called TV Aztecas, which is all over Texas, all over Arizona, all over the states that have a high Mexican population. And it's broadcast all over fucking Mexico. This match will be in a fucking arena, not a fucking backyard, not a little small fucking venue, in a fucking arena. So,
yeah.
How many months you got to prep, homie?
Till April.
That's like 6 months. That's not much time.
Yeah,
No, it's
not at
not.
all. But I mean, I know the basics, you know what I mean? And so, but these guys are like high flyers, and it's stuff that I've never done. Now, of course, I won't be doing that move set, but it's taking those moves that I'm going to have to practice. So I was like, ooh, this is like a huge opportunity. But then the thing is, I don't have any aspirations to be like a famous wrestler. I just do it because it's fun, you know?
Yeah. Sure.
But this is something I could fucking leave in my crazy fucking legacy that I'm always talking about wanting to make.
Yes, you could.
Probably going to get, you know, and of course, more than likely, I'm going to take the L, which is fine, whatever. And I get to
throw a
keep my
motherfucker
mask
through a table, dude. That's all I
Oh,
want.
dude, that is so fun. I'm actually doing that in the next match we have coming up October 12th.
Nice.
So we did the match in Laredo. I got the dub against a wrestler named Gavin Ace, so it was pretty cool. And let's see, we weren't supposed to stay in Laredo. I was supposed to come back home. It's only 2.5 hour drive. Was supposed to come back home because I was supposed to work at 7 a.m. on Sunday.
Oof.
We did not leave the venue until almost 11. So I called my boss and I'm like, "Hey, I know it's a volunteer thing, but like, would it be frowned upon if I skipped it?" And she's like, "Why?" I said, "The matches just ended. I still got to get some food. Like, I gotta, gas up. And by the time I get home, it's going to be like 2 a.m. Then I gotta be up 5 hours later to work 8 hours at this volunteer gig where I'm not getting paid. They were going to give us 16 hours of floater time. So 2 days, which, I mean, hey, that's a great fucking deal.
Yeah.
But I decided family time was a little bit more important. So
There you go.
we used for when we got married, we got a bunch of like hotels.com gift certificates. So the room was paid for. We had the room paid for, didn't have to pay for the room, but we didn't take any fucking clothes because we were planning on coming back. Luckily, the Burlington there in Laredo doesn't close until midnight.
Oh, wow.
So we went to Burlington, and Mel's like, "You have 7 minutes to pick out something you would never wear." I'm like, "All right, bet." So I went and grabbed some gray jeans. I wouldn't never wear gray jeans. So I went and bought a pair of gray fucking jeans and this fucking I hate collared shirts. If you guys ever see me in a collared shirt that is not a flannel, something's wrong because I do not wear anything but flannels or t-shirts. That's it. And it's rare that I wear t-shirts out in public. At home, I wear them all the time. But I found this fucking shirt, and I wish it wasn't in the dryer right now so I could show y'all because it's not anything you would ever expect me to wear. It had like a fox in the center and then like butterflies on it. And like, it was just a weird, trippy looking shirt, and it had like a death moth down at the bottom and like greens and browns and just weird. It looked fucking weird. And I got that shirt and I wore it. And I'm like, I like this shirt. I like the way it feels. I may actually have to find more weird shit like this and wear it. Like, it was actually very fucking comfortable. And
So
so
does
we
it look
spent,
like you just came off like a res or something like
it
that?
looked
Like, where the
no.
fuck-
What? Yeah. Actually, yes. That's exactly what it fucking looked like. My ponytail would have been a little bit longer. Yes, exactly. I would have just needed some fucking like, I don't know, some fucking was that blue stone fucking necklaces and shit. But
Oh yeah, the
I
opal
knew
or
where
whatever
you're
the fuck it is.
not jade. What is it?
Turquoise.
Turquoise. There you go. I just needed a
Yeah.
turquoise necklace and it would have been right off the res. But you know, it was really cool. And then we spent the day in Laredo and we ate some. So last time I went, the food was fucking amazing. It was some of the best Mexican food I've ever fucking had in my life. This time we went back to the same fucking restaurant I went to and the food sucked ass. It
Damn.
fucked my stomach.
Cooks.
I thought I was gonna shit myself in my match because I had the bubble guts from hell. From fucking, and my match was a chairs match. Yeah, bro. I thought I was gonna shit my pants.
That would be the possible worst
Yes.
loss.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what would be worse. Like I feel like what would make you fucking lose it, right? Like getting hit in the front, the back, anywhere. Like,
Yeah. And I would, and one of the moves that my opponent does is the coup de grace, where he gets on the top rope and then he jumps on you on your chest while you're laying down.
Oh, so
Thankfully,
that's just
I
instant
rolled
shit
out of the
for me.
way. That was our plan, was for me to fucking roll out of the way. So I fucking rolled out of the way because if I would have taken that shit, bro, I would have
would've
shit
had-
my pants.
You'd have been taking
Like,
that shit.
Legit
You would have had
would've shit
splatter
my
all
pants.
across the fucking ring.
As soon as the match was done, I went looking for a bathroom, and I finally found one. And they're like, "Oh, we need Draven. Where's Draven? We need Draven." That's what I go by. I go by Lord Draven. So they're like, "Where's Lord Draven? We need him back here. We need him back here." And I'm like, "Oh my god!" And my stomach is just. So then I'm in a hold tight little butt cheek situation, right? Because they're
Oh,
talking
God.
to me and I'm clenching, and my stomach is cramping, and I'm like, "Oh, this is gonna happen." Yeah, for the first time in my life since I was a fucking baby, I'm gonna shit my pants. Finally, they let me fucking go, and I went to the bathroom, and it was fucking Dumb and Dumber. It was the scene from Dumb and Dumber.
Legs in
Man,
the air,
legs
shaking.
in the air, fucking shaky and shit. I was like, "Oh, thank God I have baby wipes." Where the fuck are my baby wipes? Oh no, I don't have my baby wipes. Yeah.
Well, goodbye underwear.
So luckily, well, no, I mean there was toilet paper there, but you know, you gotta wipe with the baby wipes. But went to Burlington, got a whole new wardrobe, spent the day in Laredo, and then came home, and we just kind of hung out yesterday. Yeah, living life on the edge, definitely.
Dude, Bobby's doing that right now in
Yeah,
live,
yeah.
live time.
Yeah, if you hear any, it's not me, it's Bobby.
I apologize in advance.
And if he gets up, it's probably because he shit himself.
That's
The
all-
Hispanic
has-
brown
or has
bomber,
to.
fuck yeah.
Or-
all you'll
has
see is
to.
this face. I gotta go.
But yeah, I've never been more close to shitting myself than I was fucking Saturday night. Like it was so bad. It was fucking bad. And then we drove home yesterday, got here, went to a buddy's house to eat some brisket because we missed his housewarming party Saturday night. But he had leftover brisket, so he invited us over. We had brisket sandwiches at his place. Went to the theater, picked up some popcorn, and then watched this really fucking rapey movie that I have not seen since it first came out. And holy fuck, I talked way too long. Bobby, let's hear about your fucking magical fucking weekend.
Well, I'm not going to talk too long, but yes, I was not here last week. I was in Disney with my girlfriend and a few friends of ours, being, you know, magical little birdies. We went to Epcot, Hollywood Studios, Universal, Magic Kingdom, all the good shit. Right now, I'm paying for the good shit with my bubble guts. Like I said, I do apologize if anybody hears anything. Excuse me. But no, it was a good week. The only part about it was just so goddamn humid. But other than that, it was still great. Like we ride so many rides and Universal, Magic Kingdom, and just everything. Anytime I go to Disney or Universal, I'm like a little kid. I'm like, oh, what's next? I need to go to everything. And the food was good too. Like I said, paying for it. But I'm not going to go too long because we're going a little over time here. But it was such a good time. But I think I need a vacation after another vacation.
A vacation
Bobby's
from your
a rest.
vacation.
That's
I need a vacation from the vacation, but that won't be happening until December, which I can wait till. But so I'm just gonna keep it short. I could talk more, but we got shit to do.
So
I
what
did-
you got planned? What you got planned for December then?
Absolutely fucking nothing.
When you're off work.
Exactly.
I see. I see
So-
where that was going.
So it's like I get to wake up in December. She'd be like, "Oh, okay, nothing." But and that was it. So we got back Saturday. Yesterday we had her sister's birthday, and then today I took off. I came home. I put all my shit away. I watched this movie, which I was not expecting because I've seen bits and pieces of it, and we'll talk about that after we get through John. John.
All right, I'll keep it short and sweet. I went with some friends to the pumpkin patch Saturday, so that felt nice, felt right, felt in the season. Had some nice pumpkin beer. I do not remember what it was. I wish I remember the name. It was kind of thicker. It was almost like an ale, but it was quite fucking tasty. Let's see. So yeah, we were there for a couple fucking hours. Other than that, man, I had a chill fucking weekend. I know Chad's gonna hate me on this, but that's all right. I've been playing Fortnite like a motherfucker because I got the season pass and I have just been literally grinding. I don't give a shit, dude. I know I'm a nerd. Whatever. Fucking hey, dude. Listen, it's all Marvel this season, and I'm literally on the second to last. I don't give a shit. Gay as fucking might be. Whatever. Do not
Just a
care.
little bit.
Don't care.
Big Johnny.
Nerd. Joe's saying that too because he also felt the same way, but he's also been playing with us this week. So
Oh, Joe.
see,
Joe.
I'm gonna say, you know what? Y'all can fucking say whatever you want, but I guarantee if I could get you to play for more than a fucking hour, after a little bit, you'd be like, you know what, this is so bad.
Hold on. Are you playing builds or no builds?
No build, dude. Fuck
Okay.
build.
Okay.
I'm a almost 40-year-old man, Steve. I can't fucking do that build shit,
I'm just-
bro.
I'm
the only
asking.
time I tried playing is before they implemented a no builds mod.
All I know
option.
is I only prefer no builds, but right now there's also like separate, like there's like a separate like Day of Doom. So there's like this whole crazy Doom story. But tomorrow they're doing, I think it's, don't quote me on it, but I'm pretty sure tomorrow is the big Halloween update called Fort Nightmares, and they're bringing in this big Saw pass. Supposedly Jason's going to be in the store this time.
Oh yes.
They're bringing, supposedly, rumor is for data leaks, Marvel Zombies is coming in, so they're going to do something with that. And
Am I gonna fucking play Fortnite?
it's one of those listen, dude, it's everybody I've played with has all had that same of like, oh, it's fucking Fortnite, right? The first time around. But then the second time, for some whatever reason, they start playing it. That's the one where you're like, you know what? It's not so bad.
If I did that, I would have to make a new profile completely because my son uses my old one.
You'd be like, Dad, don't fuck up my score. But all right. And then I watched this movie Friday night, to which we are all ready to talk about because it was weird, gross, and well,
Exactly.
Rapey. Very rapey.
yeah, I mean, we already said it earlier enough. Like, that's the biggest thing of this movie. Literally in the first 30 seconds of the movie, we figure Kevin Bacon is a creep because he's peeping Tom, right? And that is 2000's Hollow Man. Chad Daddy, this is your pick. Take the plot, buddy.
You got it. Released August 4th, 2000. After years of experimentation, brilliant but arrogant scientist Sebastian Kane has discovered a way to make matter invisible. Determined to achieve the ultimate breakthrough, Kane pushes his team to move to the next phase, using himself as the subject. This test is a success, but when the process can't be reversed and Kane seems doomed to future without flesh, he begins to show some unexpected side effects of his extraordinary condition. Directed by Paul Verhoeven. Is that how you say his last name?
Yeah, Verhoeven.
Looks about right.
Paul Verhoeven, RoboCop, and Showgirls. Written by Gary Scott Thompson.
Wow,
Split
two
second.
way different movies, huh?
That's why I put them on there, baby. Written by Gary Scott Thompson, split second, The Fast and the Furious. And yes, it did have a writer. Andrew W. Marlowe, Air Force One, End of Days. I had to say something smart ass, you knew it. Produced by Douglas Wick, The Craft and Gladiator, and Alan Marshall, Cliffhanger, Starship Troopers. Bobby!
It had a script. It didn't need one. So, starring Elizabeth Shue, Adventures in Babysitting, The Karate Kid as Linda McKay, Kevin Bacon, Extra Crispy, National Lampoon's Animal House, Wild Things as Dr. Sebastian Kane, Josh Brolin, Deadpool 2, Avengers Infinity War as Dr. Matthew Matt Kensington. Kim Dickens, The Blind Side, Fear the Walking Dead as Dr. Sarah Kennedy. Greg Grunberg, Heroes, Star Wars Episode 8, The Force Awakens as Carter Abbey. John Slotnick. I was about to say Slotnick for 2 seconds.
Joey.
I thought that's
It's
what you
Joey,
were
not
about to say.
Twister,
He
Idle
just wanted to
Hands.
call me a slut. That's all he fucking wanted to do.
Exactly.
And it's Joey, not John. How do you mess
Yeah.
up Joey?
It's Joey. What the?
As you can tell, I can screw up this little. As Frank Chase, Mary Randall, Phone Booth, Zigzag as Janice Walton, William Devane, The Dark Knight Rises, Interstellar as Dr. Howard Kramer, Rona Mitra, doesn't matter. Doomsday, the number 23 as Sebastian's neighbor. I was wondering if she had a name. Total body count of 7.
Scuba.
Scoobs. I was gonna say
All
Scoobs.
right. Music by Jerry Goldsmith, Leviathan, Deep Rising. Cinematography by Joss Vacano, RoboCop, Starship Troopers. Edited by Mark Goldblatt, Halloween 2, The Terminator. Effects and makeup by Craig Hayes, Blade 2, Constantine. Distributed by Sony Pictures, runtime of 112 minutes, MPAA rating R, budget $95 million, and it grossed $190.2 million. Baby, let's talk about it.
So it made double, but that's still not enough to really make bank off of it.
It broke even, basically.
All right. So, okay. This is a movie.
It is a movie indeed.
All right. So, Chad Daddy, you have seen this prior to putting this on the list, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Scuba, I didn't get to ask you. You've seen this prior to this watch?
I have seen it. I did see it in theaters when it first came out, and I think maybe one more time on VHS.
Okay. So Bob and I are the only ones that really watched this for our first full watch for this.
Yeah, first full time.
Okay.
But real quick, let's just go with that right there. The scenes that I saw many years ago, I didn't get the vibe that when I fully watched this, I'm like, so not what I went in expecting. John, do you feel the same?
Yes, because, well, here's the thing. Kevin Bacon's persona has been discussed openly, very, very much so within the horror community the last several years, right? For some reason, whenever this movie comes up, which is fine. I, as well, have only seen the parts where, like, towards the end where he's doing, like, the Invisible Man killing off shit. So,
yeah,
correct. I never saw any of the crazy fucking rapo scenes or anything like that. And I'm just like, wow, man, that's just like, and it's not even like solitary confinement or anything that's really doing this to him or anything. Like, it's already there.
Yeah.
It's exacerbating it, sure, but this
Big
dude's already got
time.
tendencies that he didn't need invisible powers to fucking be weird for.
Well,
so.
like even the first scene, even though he was a peeping Tom in that scene, I mean, I don't know. I kind of thought, all right, you're looking across the way, like,
Well,
it wasn't as much a big deal.
Hold on.
Until it went to the next.
Hold on. Any single guy that lives across the hot neighbor, and it was even on Friends. How many times did they do that on Friends? While yes, it is creepy in the aspect of this film, I would have looked. She was.
Listen,
Okay,
it's different if you catch it in a glance and you're just like, oh, you know.
Well, yeah, like,
and you might do like that double glance just to get that second, make sure you saw what you saw, but then you might have some respect. Kevin Bacon was pulling a fucking George McFly, dude. Like, he might as well have just
he was.
pulled out the fucking binoculars and fucking looking through the blinds. Like,
oh fuck, it was. So, like I said, I haven't seen this since, dude. It's been years since the last time I saw this movie, and I remember that I loved it. I was like, wow, this was such a good movie. Watching it as an adult, in my 40s, it made me uncomfortable watching this with my wife.
Yeah,
I was like looking
That's
over,
fair.
and she was like, "Oh," and I'm like, "Yeah, I don't remember." And I was telling her it's such a good movie, like it's so good, like it's fucking, it's the Invisible Man, but
Mel's
it's
just
Kevin
all of a sudden
Bacon.
having some weird second thoughts, like, what the fuck is my husband into?
Yeah, and so it just, I don't know.
For me,
Nobody-
and it's not just the staring, like the peeping Tom. It's like he's constantly groping his ex-girlfriend and trying to kiss her
Yeah,
and trying
oh
to
my
take her clothes
God.
off. Like that was the worst part of it.
but
Yeah,
here's
but
the
she's
thing,
not-
though.
not
She didn't
like-
stop him.
She
She didn't
yeah, I was gonna
fucking
say,
stop him.
Well, no,
And that's-
because
She did not
I think she
always.
wasn't stopping. It was because she really wanted her job.
Everybody in this movie was a piece of shit. All of them, even her boyfriend, because they were all supposed to be colleagues, knowing goddamn well how Sebastian, all of them were pieces of shit. If they all would have died, I would have been okay with it because none of them to me had any fucking redeeming qualities except for the dude that got his neck fucking cut. I liked him
Yeah, he
for
was.
some
He
reason.
was
Like
cool.
I connected with that guy.
Are we talking about the dude with two different browns for hairs? Which guy? Wait, or the doctor?
The guy who, when he falls, he gets it right in the neck by that thing sticking out on the ground.
Yeah. The guy from Heroes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I liked him too because he was honest. You know, he was being honest because at least he even asked Kevin Bacon. He's like, "Yo, man, so what weird shit did you do?" You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's like
exactly.
everybody
He's like, come on.
knows
Yeah,
if
and
they
like
had that power. Listen, I'm not saying I wouldn't fuck with some people. I definitely would.
Oh,
Not in
absolutely.
the Kevin Bacon fucking sort of way.
yeah, not in the
But-
rapey way.
but
I
like,
would totally.
I'm
fuck with
definitely going to be
people.
doing some ghost shit, dude, to make people fucking like
Oh,
freak
hell
out
yeah.
a little bit.
I'd be like a cat pushing shit off your table like every 5 seconds, like beep, beep, beep. Oh, there it goes.
Well, Brody, I'm not saying I hated the film. I didn't hate it. It just gave off like it. I remember watching it as a teenager, and it was like, holy crap, this is kind of creepy. Like, dude, what the fuck? But watching it as an adult, it just, I don't know, man. It did not sit right with me. And I some of the shit that everything he did was just so fucked up. All of it. From killing the dog. When he killed the dog, I forgot about that part, but
Yeah.
when it started coming to that part, I was like, oh,
She looked at me like I chose this movie to make her watch. I didn't do it. It's Dad's dick.
no. And Mel goes, whose fucking pick was this? I said, she goes, did you fucking pick this? No, this was Chad Daddy's pick. Fucking Chad.
Dude, when I picked it, I did not remember the dog getting smashed into the fucking cage either.
All right. So I feel like we need to talk a little bit about the old school Invisible Man, maybe in comparison to this, because clearly this is a reboot of sorts.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to call it.
Just
Maybe.
a
I
different
wouldn't say
name.
remake because it's definitely not a remake. It's
No,
right,
but it's
full
definitely a reboot.
yeah. But even the OG Invisible Man, like, I don't know if he was. You know what? Actually, I think he was kind of like, there is a line he says where it's along the things of where he would go around like taking advantage of the situation per se. But like, he kills an entire train of people in his movie. You know what I mean? So it's not like Invisible Man.
The best-
It is supposed to be a horror movie, right? Like, we know this, right? He's supposed to be a bad guy.
Gene can back me up on this. The best Invisible Man was Ed Begley Jr. in Amazon Women on the Moon.
See, I haven't seen enough Invisible Man movies to make that.
He's
quote.
he's not even invisible. He just thinks he's invisible, and everybody just plays along.
No,
He's
the
just
best
running around
Invisible
naked the whole
Man
time.
was fucking Kel and fucking
Oh,
Mystery
Mystery Men. Wasn't
Ah,
that the same
yeah.
thing? He just got
Same
naked,
concept.
but he wasn't invisible. Yeah.
I can only go invisible
Oh,
when you're not
Gene,
looking.
I was thinking about that same
Oh,
movie.
Chevy Chase Invisible Man. I forgot about
That's
that.
memoirs. of-
Memoirs
Yeah,
of the
and
Invisible Man.
That's a Carpenter movie too.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
I forgot
I've
about that
never
movie.
seen-
I
I've
liked
never
that
I've never
movie.
seen it either.
I
Well,
liked
and
it, but I saw it as a
speaking-
kid.
Speaking of the Invisible Man, then I mean, clearly this is a reboot, just a different name, literally. The thing that disappointed me the most, I don't hate the film, like we say, it just was not scary to me. But the newer one that came out in 2021,
Oh, dude, I like that one.
I love that.
What?
I found it terrifying, but it also still played on the fact that there's a person behind it who is controlling. But that was just scarier than like this.
I will say this was scary. This was scary in a psychological way.
I think it was
because-
scary, dude, because you didn't know what the fuck this dude was doing. at any
Exactly. He
fucking
was
time.
already mentally
True,
unstable for
true.
being this genius. And I love that they explained that Sebastian was the kind of person, he was a genius essentially. He didn't need that B and C. He could go from A to D, You know, and when they're talking about that whole
Yep,
scene
yeah,
when Matt was trying to find the B and C. But I love that you could tell already. Yes, he's a genius. He's fucking smart as fuck. But he is a fucking twisted person from the get-go. And I like how they try to kind of explain that his urges were going to be intensified when we see that in the gorilla. Which, I mean, we don't really see it, but they're talking about how the gorilla's starting to get a little more angry, a little bit more primal.
Fuck
Oh
right,
my
dude.
God.
True or false?
True.
It's his ego. His ego is what.
Yes. But it just takes a twist that just made it so uncomfortable. That's why I say it was scary, because it was uncomfortable watching it. Because you have to think that there are people out there that have these urges controlled, right?
You fucking
But if
hope.
something
Jesus
like
Christ.
this was to happen and those urges were to be unleashed and there was nothing anybody could do about it, it's fucking terrifying. It's a terrifying concept.
I just feel like me myself would just be a straight up agent of chaos.
Okay, so here's
But
Yeah.
bro, okay. But here's the thing. It could work either way, right? Because this is gonna go into the movie for sure. In this, there is a scene where we see him throw up, and the throw up is invisible.
God damn it. I was gonna bring that up too.
That's fine. No, that's fine.
Oh yes, I
But
knew.
does that mean that anything that comes out of his body is invisible?
Yes.
Any
So-
fluid, any
so like I said-
solids? So if you take a shit in the middle of the floor,
You could shit in the middle of
nobody
the floor and be invisible.
No, I want to be invisible, but drop a shit in the floor so everybody could just be like, "Where the fuck did that shit just come
right.
from?"
Yes,
You know
yes,
what's
yes,
so
that I
cool?
agree with.
No. And then they
That-
step in it and they don't know they fucking step in it.
Oh, they just smell
Yes.
shit all day, and they're
Yes.
just like, "Why do I keep smelling shit?"
Okay, but like I said, the only
That's a shit
person,
fest.
Jesus Christ, the only person in this movie who sees this from a horror aspect is the neighbor, because to her,
Yeah.
she was fucking raped by a demon or a ghost, and there is absolutely no fucking other explanation that she would have.
I mean,
She
I
could
would
call
say
the
little
cops.
redhead girl would too, because she knows some.
She
that
got
he did
gross.
some
Well, yeah,
shit.
but she
so,
knows
He can't
it-
call her on it. He can't
But she
call her.
knows it was Sebastian. She
Yeah.
knows it was him fucking with her. This neighbor
Yeah,
has
that's
no
true.
fucking idea. She honestly thinks that, and I wish that we would have seen a little bit more of that, to try, like, maybe even see like the cops talking to her or something where she's trying to explain what happened. And like I said, they could do a rape kit on her. And if his semen is invisible, there's not going to be anything there. There's not going to be any proof
Yeah.
that she was raped. They're going to
Well,
think she's just fucking
But,
crazy.
like,
Mhm.
how does that work just under a microscope, or is it something where they take it and they mix it with something and you know, because like everything should still be there even if you can't see it, right?
True.
So she
Yeah.
could still get pregnant, whether the baby would be invisible
Invisibility.
with
See,
will
that-
on will.
I don't
whatever, like-
think, because it's not affecting his genetic structure. So I don't think.
I think it is.
I don't
is
think it would
affecting his
carry over.
I
genetic
think
structure.
at
Dude,
that
it went
point
all the way
was
down
fucked.
into his cellular. They even said in the
Yeah.
beginning when they were
Cellular
the gorilla
level.
was coming back, they were like, it's coming back to a cellular level when it was starting to form the bones and shit. And then, like, once it was starting to hit the cells, then that's when the whole body itself would like reappear.
And I'm
So
willing
it has
to
to
bet if
be.
he,
I feel like
if he
almost in
stayed that way
thing.
for a long time, there'd probably be no way to bring it back either.
I'm
way.
just saying
So,
those
yeah.
little spermies are fucking invisible, man. And I don't know. I don't even know if they mix it with anything, if it would show up. I mean, maybe like clumps or something. Like they would be like, well, fuck this. The test is messed up or something because
Yeah,
it's
how fucked up would that
coagulating or
be?
some shit.
How fucked up would that be? You feel it, but you're not seeing.
Yeah,
it.
it's
You're
like, what
what
the
is
fuck?
this? What is this?
Yeah.
Oh, it's
It's salty.
ectoplasm. It's ectoplasm.
It was a ghost.
Why does it smell
But
like
no.
chlorine in here?
I think the neighbor got the fucking worst out of anybody in the fucking film because she
I
is the
can't
only
disagree with you
one
on that.
No, I will
that
not
has
disagree with that.
no idea what the fuck happened. None. She got out the shower, opened the door, was fucking raped by something. And that made me think of the movie The Entity.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I got that. I got that for sure. The down at the down the
Brody.
hallway scene.
We talked about that in the chat earlier. If the kid would be invisible or not.
Right. Or like would be able to turn invisible like on will or something. Because almost at that point it'd be like coded in the DNA.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
But could you
No.
imagine that pregnancy too? Let's say, I mean, because how would that work though? Because
if the baby was invisible, but she was
if the
still
baby
like,
was invisible and she was still fucking pregnant and growing without any fucking,
bro, could you imagine seeing? I mean, I've never watched Hollow Man 2. Maybe we get some
it
explanation of the
sucks.
shit.
I started watching it today. It fucking.
I'm just saying, because
sucks.
like, could you imagine like the fucking CPAP machine or something like that, dude? Like looking for the baby, and then you're just like,
But
There's
that would
nothing
work.
in-
That would work.
it's not a
Because
heat
you-
signature, is it though? It's a vibration. Oh no, maybe it still would.
It would
it's
still
sonar.
work.
It's
Yeah,
sonar.
it's sonar. It would work. It would show up. It would show up in the sonogram. But how fucking weird would
But
that
then
be?
when the pregnancy,
That would be
the birth
fucked up.
happened,
Like the baby's crowning and you just don't see anything. You just see it's
Right?
Well, no, you would see it because
Oh,
of the
God.
blood. You would see it because of the
Oh,
blood.
yeah,
But then
that's
when you
trust
wiped the baby off,
Oh,
where did the fucking baby go?
You'd have doctors passing out in the fucking room.
all right. So now I just turned this into comedy in my
Yes,
head
because I want to see the
now-
comical version of this shit.
No, because now you have a doctor that was a failed magician, and for some reason that comes back to haunt him when he does this. And they're like,
Jesus
"Holy
Christ.
shit, it's not-" And he's like, "No!" Ah!
He's like,
Ah!
ta-da!
Fucking drops the baby on the fucking floor and then can't find it. It's crying somewhere. It's here
Oh,
somewhere.
Ah!
All right. So going back to this fucking movie, I gotta say, like, Brody, I know
Yes,
you
Gene.
said you liked it. I didn't hate the movie. I'm with Scoops. I didn't hate the movie. I was very entertained. Yeah, but Ray didn't say no, so it was consent. It was okay.
That's true.
He was very
I
much
did
into
not
that.
say-
There's a difference. You got to look at the subtleties there. But no, this movie, it was still enjoyable to watch overall. Like I didn't. While there was very uncomfortable scenes,
Yes.
absolutely. I wasn't like looking at my phone. I wasn't like, oh my God, this movie sucks. It's boring, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Like I was not entertained. I'm looking for
It had your attention.
yeah,
You were
that's all that really needs to be said. Because like the acting's all solid. Everybody
Yeah.
brings their roles, right? Now I
Yeah,
will
they
say,
do.
for my point, everybody Scoops hated everybody in this movie. I just think everybody in this movie was fucking stupid. For
Yeah.
as smart as
Yeah,
they
you're
should
not
be
wrong.
for people, they made some of the most dumbest horror decisions they
Dude,
could have
my-
possibly have made
It wasn't even
over
dumb.
and over and over
Yes,
and over again.
Yes.
It was dumb, fucking just common sense fucking decisions.
Thank you.
It had-
Right.
it wasn't
When they
even
all
decisions.
when they knew he left the lab, why didn't they all grab the fucking thermal goggles and take them with them?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Stupidity.
you're on that point right now, so I'm just gonna stick with this the whole fucking time. Why did they just not use the thermal fucking goggles? Why, when they're going to look for him, are they carrying them in their hand and consistently putting them up to their fucking face when there's a little flap that's clearly been shown that they could have normal vision back to thermal? Dude, if I knew, if any of us was in this situation, we would have been the lady in the bathroom at the get-go, be like, nope, these bitches are staying on
Yep.
20
Yep.
more fucking
Exactly.
seconds,
Yeah.
dude. Like,
Yep.
and I don't know why she didn't. She lost that mentality. She should have never lost that. Like,
You know what fucking irked me the most about Sebastian's supposed to be this fucking genius, right? And he's fucking pissed off and going crazy because he can't sleep. It's hard to sleep without eyelids. Wear a fucking blindfold. Put something on to fucking cover your
I was
eyes.
gonna say,
Oh, yeah,
they
yeah,
make
yeah,
sleep
yeah.
Pull the
masks.
covers over your head, even.
Yeah, like what the fuck?
So here's my other thing. Also, basic. I feel Invisible Man premise, right? After the first time they think he's doing some shit weird, get a can of fucking spray paint and hose his fucking ass so you know where the fuck he's at. That's
Yeah,
not that
seriously.
fucking hard.
Also, when they made a mask to put on his head, why the fuck didn't they cut out the nostrils?
Or his ear holes.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
forgot about that.
So ear holes I could give a shit about. Nostrils bothered the fuck out of me. I'm like, that dude
Yes.
still got to breathe.
Yeah, and he didn't cut them out himself until the very fucking end of the movie.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
is also
That was also weird, but give him some nostrils.
no. There was just a lot of stupid decisions, like you guys said, that should have been common sense decisions, and you're like, what are we doing here, man? These people are supposed to be fucking like government scientists, man. And
That just goes to show
The
you the
blood
government
scene.
ain't exactly all that it's supposed
The
to be.
scene with the blood where she's throwing the blood all over the
in
fucking
one direction,
yeah.
not 360 around her
Jesus.
to see the entire fucking area.
I mean, and granted,
Yeah.
she wasn't a scientist; she was just a veterinarian, but she was like the best veterinarian ever. Which-
But still, common sense.
Yeah.
Oh, there's an invisible guy in the room. Oh, he's only coming from this direction. He could never be behind. What? Now, granted, we're out in the real world and we've seen too many horror movies. I understand, but
And also, how the fuck did they get a gorilla, a critically endangered species, for experimentation?
the government.
government, baby.
Government don't give a shit. They're gonna hand it
That's
right over.
that's another thing. They were doing this for the government. What would the government have done when they? If they
This
got
was
the-
Bush era government, bro. We were doing everything, man. Who gives a shit?
No.
But and another thing that irked me is you did all of these tests, you did all of this crazy shit, and when Sebastian creates the reversal, whatever, for the fucking invisibility formula,
Yeah.
you go straight for the gorilla instead of doing the dog or the rats or anything else that you had locked up.
Well, I figured the gorilla just because it's probably the closest to humans.
but it's
is
not.
maybe,
They had chimps. Chimps.
Oh,
are
they
close.
did.
Yeah, there was a chimp
Okay.
there too.
but then also the fact that who the fuck wants to deal with a goddamn invisible gorilla? Like, we probably should have not made a gorilla invisible, right?
Yeah, that's
that was
probably also the first.
You know,
yeah, maybe
just-
we should look this over
thinking
with.
about that. Now,
Bro,
here's
and there
my
is
thing
no
with
way.
that.
There is no way I'd be getting in a fucking cage with an invisible gorilla that has not been able to fucking
Hell
sleep because
No.
it's going. Fuck
Dude,
that
and-
shit.
Dude, they had tranquilizer guns.
Yes, and they
And
did.
Why-
they,
why-
and they just
why
had a
did he
regular
call
tank
it-
for that.
Why are you going in there to inject the fucking gorilla that could rip you fucking apart? Stupid scientists for being
not
the
that
smartest
smart.
people in the United States. You were fucking dumb.
We need
Things
that dude.
dumb white people do.
We need the
Yeah.
voice clip from
Yeah,
fucking
exactly.
UHF, dude. Stupid.
Why the whites wonder?
Yeah, fucking right, dude.
That's why I like the black girl. They asked her something. She's like, I don't know. I just work here.
At least she's
Fucking right, dude.
honest.
Yeah.
No, there was just so many dumb decisions in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Still not saying that the movie in itself wasn't it
No,
was
it
entertaining,
wasn't-
dude. Like,
yeah, it wasn't
I-
stupid.
Yeah,
just they made
absolutely.
really dumbass decisions.
yeah, which I feel like horror movies nowadays they've really tried to like retcon a lot of that kind of shit with movies where they're just like, no, man, now we want our people to be smart and still get kind of fucked in situations and everything.
It's time. It's time.
But Brody, that's a great way to say it. It's a well polished B movie. It is.
Yeah.
And I'm saying, man, if I saw this bitch in full viewing back in 2000s, I think I would have loved it. Because, like, let's be honest, dude, 2000s horror movies was a weird fucking time. There wasn't a lot of good rated R movie shit. This is like when you had like fucking White Noise and all that other shit. So I don't know.
And I almost want to say I think White Noise had almost the exact same poster too.
Yeah, it was very similar.
Yeah, probably.
Since you mentioned that, I thought about that. And I got to talk about the one scene when he was invisible and he's like rubbing down Elizabeth's shoe and he says something like, "Tell me if you feel this." Anyone else fully expecting him to just like stick his dick in her mouth?
Bro, yes.
I thought that's what he did. At first, I thought, I'm like, bro's putting his dick right on her shoulder. He's pulling the move, dude.
Yep.
Just the fucking whoop.
And
you know what?
think it would have been
She
funny
knows
if
what that
if you would have just seen her lip go.
I think it was just all of a sudden.
Or just the fish hook. Just
Tell me if you feel this. But the thing is, she did not, and that's why I'm saying I didn't even like her character. I know she was the final girl or whatever. I didn't like her because she did not. Granted, she told him to fuck off, but after he made his advances, she wasn't like, get the fuck away from me.
Bro,
She didn't do
that
any
one
of
time
that.
he like straight up pulled up her fucking dress and she's like,
Yeah.
stop it.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't like, no.
And then she's dreaming about him. Like, come on. She wanted that invisible D.
Yeah, that was kind of a weird dream because you weren't sure if that was a nightmare or a dream.
And, you know, I can't get excited for the titties that we saw in this movie because they were rapey titties. So usually I'm excited because like, yeah, boobies. I couldn't get excited for these boobies, man.
Well, because usually you see boobies and then they get killed.
Yeah,
And then you're like, oh, okay, whatever, right? But yeah, this
I mean,
was
we saw magazine boobies too, so that
we
wasn't
did
bad.
see magazine.
we
movies.
did. I know that dude played the atypical 2000s guys that always has to look at porn. Like there
Yeah,
always
that
has
was-
to be that.
That's why
dude.
I connected with that guy.
I understand.
that was
I had that
18-year-old
hairstyle
me.
too, bro.
This
Yep.
movie came out when I was 18. That was 18-year-old Scoobs. Fucking porno mags everywhere.
If that dude just had the little fucking like thing right here, yeah,
Yeah.
The soul
Fuck yeah.
patch.
little soul patch.
Soul
that would've
patch
been-
with some fucking spiky
was-
hair.
that was me.
Done.
2000s all the fucking way, bro. Oh yeah, gel.
Gel the fuck up, bro. Yeah.
The
Oh,
spikes in the
yeah.
front. Yeah,
Fucking
baby.
yeah. Fuck yeah.
Dude,
goddamn.
2000 me had a completely different look. 2000. No, I guess it would have been a little earlier when I was in my trunks era
Ooh,
with the
All right.
emos hair and the denim jacket.
nice.
2000
Oh,
2000 Scuba had fucking baggy ass fucking Jinkos, oversized t-shirts, hair fucking dyed blonde or fucking red sometimes, and the fucking comb the hair forward, spiked it up in the front.
I have the waves, baby. Bob's like,
Yeah.
I was a child,
I was 7. I was 7 years old.
right? Bob was playing Power Rangers.
but he was still taller than all of us.
Fucking right, dude.
Probably.
He came out the womb taller than all of us.
So, other big thing with this
Fucking
movie
Brody.
is the CGI.
Fuck
is
you, Bernie.
fucking A, dude. CGI is it's with the times.
But you know
Oh,
what? I didn't
It's not
mind it.
terrible. It's not. We've seen worse.
No,
We
when
have.
it was when the gorillas reintegrating and it showed the skin and the hair, that was bad.
Yeah,
So-
but
Yeah.
But before that, dude, with all the internal
Before that, it
organs
was pretty
and other-
solid.
I thought it looked pretty solid, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
2000 CGI could not do fur.
No.
no, it couldn't. But you know what? I didn't mind it. It wasn't something I was
John?
like, ugh.
can anybody chat? No. Just a little bit. No, it's
A little landing strip.
and you know what? Even him with the mask, like it didn't look bad. Like I was fine with it. I don't know. Maybe to kids it would be like, oh, this looks like absolute ass nowadays.
Well, yeah.
But I thought it. Now I might have ruined this for the boys, but every time you would see him turned around, you just see his head. All I saw was Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool and his fucking civvies, dude, just wearing his gray hoodie and his fucked up back of his head. I'm gonna say Kevin Bacon walks so Ryan Reynolds can run, dude.
I feel like Ryan Reynolds would really appreciate that comment.
Oh, definitely.
Hey,
I
you know
think
what?
he'd
Why
be like,
not?
Thank you.
You know, we haven't mentioned the wiener in the room, dude. We had a lot of bacon in this movie.
There is a lot of bacon.
We
Yes.
have real bacon and we have CGI bacon, dude. And it's
Yes.
but I almost wonder if the CGI bacon was real bacon, just overlapped with see, Chad Daddy was going exactly where I was.
It is.
Is it?
It's in my
All right.
notes.
I don't know about you guys, but I saw a couple little swinging in a couple spots. Anybody else?
So he was bringing the meat for sure. I mean, you definitely see his dick head on the table in the scene in the beginning.
I hate to say it, but yes, that is accurate for Kevin Bacon.
Hey man, there's many
If
times he's
if you've seen Wild Things, you'd know.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. 100%,
Yep.
dude. Kevin's got the bacon. He does not care. You know what? That's probably even more why he took this role. They're like, yo, bro, can you mind walking around naked half the time? He's like, fuck no, let's go. All right. Is there anything else you boys want to discuss, or was there any major points that you feel that we've missed? I mean, we got people are stupid. Kevin Bacon's rapey. I mean, I feel like that's the biggest two.
That's our synopsis for this fucking movie.
But it's not a wrong synopsis.
Yet still entertaining at the end, right? Like that's just
That is our official Gore and More review for Hollow Man. Thank you for joining us.
our one sentence review of Hollow Man. No,
Oh,
man.
fuck.
All right. Well, if that's the case, I'm gonna bring in the doppelganger king of banger here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh no. I had to take nope, that's scuba. I had to take
That bastard was here.
Yeah.
well, yeah, you left us, so I had to
I
pull
know.
him in.
Yeah, we had to do it.
Oh, Scoops. What kind of pizza? Where did you find that? What pizza is that?
I have no fucking idea.
Damn it.
Gene says that is definitely Red Baron pizza.
I have no idea where I found. I just looked up pizza.
See,
No.
that's what I said.
So
Yeah.
it might be Red Baron pizza. I don't know.
All
I kind
right.
of want Red Baron
So,
pizza.
Mr. Brody Kane, let's hear away. Oh, what is he saying? Wait.
Damn it.
Hold on.
I'll change it.
I
I'll change it.
gotta
Rewind
rewind
it.
this shit.
Okay, there we
go.
go.
I feel, you know what? We're just gonna start it right from scratch.
I fucking
Just
love
let me
that.
throw low,
Fuck.
dude. It's
Oh god damn it,
Gold.
Brody! You have you have the greatest intros ever.
Yes, he does.
I did like that.
Get ready, ladies and gentlemen, because Caney is cutting in. Snip fucking snip. Well, howdy fucking doody there, folks. It's your DKB here back for another episode of Gore and More, and this week I'm here to talk to you about Hollow Man. I'll just start off by saying how much I really love this director. Obviously, his filmography has played a huge part in my childhood, growing up throughout the years and loving film, and pretty much inspired my love and taste for science fiction and horror films, essentially. But he's also a director that has got the balls to dip his toes in different genres of film, even though not all of his films are all that great, but you've got to respect that. But it's great seeing after those years of the 90s era or whatever it was, see him come back and actually come back to his old science fictional roots and create Hollow Man, which I think is criminally underrated to an extent. It's a film that I feel like no one really talks about, but I think it's a fucking fantastic film with an all-starred cast. And yeah, overall, I love the take. I love the approach that this director was able to bring to the table with Hollow Man. The majority of bulk and ultra violence that he brings to his films, I think he takes a step back with this fucking film, and focuses more on the elements of fear, paranoia, just that trauma element about it, and the way he's able to utilize adding that fear and tension throughout his cinematography and the build-up of each scene. I think it does an exceptional job, and especially with a character like this, that's invisible and we cannot see to the naked eye, it's just that familiar territory of unknown. It's essentially like how we're scared of ghosts, obviously familiar territory in that sense, but the way that the director utilizes that throughout his camera play, the way that the blocking of the scenes are utilized in this, I think works extremely well. So obviously the CGI is dated in this film, but I love the creative choices that they're able to show us throughout that CGI element of things. When the body turns invisible, we get layers of an anatomy breaking down. Like it actually starts with the skin and the muscles and the bone. I remember seeing that as a kid and absolutely being blown away by it. And then obviously having watched it today and the CGI happens, it's like I don't give a fuck, because I'm still like amazed by the creative choice of seeing someone turn invisible in this film. It's something different, it's something fresh, and I fucking loved everything about that. But even like the fun things with Kevin Bacon running around naked, like this CGI Kevin Bacon invisible, how they're able to utilize, a fire extinguisher or blood, like throw on him, and you sort of see the outline of where the blood is hit on his body, or the creative choices behind that. I think it's fucking fun. It's wild. I love everything about it. It's amazing. So I love everything about Kevin Bacon in this film. I love Villain Bacon. Villain Bacon is absolutely fun to see unfold on screen, especially with a character like this. He's so arrogant, cocky, he's a bit of a sociopath, and it's great to see that unfold, especially when he has this somewhat power, I guess you could say, of not being able to, just sort of do what he wants and creep on people. And I think that he was like the perfect fucking choice for this type of for this character alone, and the way he was able to sell it is insanely awesome to see that unfold. We need more bad guy Kevin Bacon, because I think that's what he plays extremely well. I think that's what he plays the best in the majority of his films, the bad guy. So all in all, I'll just say this before I go. It definitely feels like a well-polished B movie. You know, you got an all-star cast behind it with great characters, especially Villain Bacon for the win. If that doesn't sell you, then well, fuck me, it's not for you then.
He
But
definitely plays
I
the solid
love
villain.
how it's just highly
It does.
entertaining from the word go. It feels like a mixture of different genres like action, thriller, and horror. Yeah, it's very well paced. It keeps you engaged enough to be like, holy shit, I'm entertained from start to finish. Well, for me personally, that is. But yeah, all in all, I don't think it's a must piece, but yeah, it's my type of fucking film. Let's just say that. So all in all, I'm going to give it a Gormore score of a 4.4. I look forward to hearing what you guys have to say about this film, and I'll catch you mother lickers next week. So cheers, gentlemen.
Cheers, Mr. King.
Nice.
Dun, 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 dun. All right, let's hide that. And we are back. All right.
Yeah.
Sweet. So thank you, Mr. Kane. 4.4 started off. Gene's giving it a 4.6. All right.
That's very generous.
Hi.
I mean,
Yeah.
once again, man, acting was still solid. The movie, I don't think. I mean, did anybody truly hate the movie?
No.
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 Okay, like we were all entertained, right? Like,
Yeah.
so it served its purpose. I don't know if I'm going to go as high as the boys, but I guess we'll figure that out when we get to the end.
We will get there, yes.
All right, so I feel like we've discussed what we really truly need to, what we can discuss, what we want to discuss, whatever. I'm throwing the ball over to Chad Daddy. What do you got behind the scenes, homie?
Well, first off, an anatomically correct, totally working computer model was created of Kevin Bacon's entire body down to the last capillary. This 3D model has since been donated to scientific researchers.
Oh wow.
Oh shit. Okay.
You should have said down to the tip.
Down to the-
Where that Infinity
Fucking
Stone
A.
sits.
During filming, Kevin Bacon wore skin-tight costumes in green, blue, gray, or black to assist with the adding of visual effects. Some of his castmates said the hardest part of the role was not laughing at someone painted in green, blue, gray, or black, pretending to be mean.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
Yo, just think about the Marvel movies, man.
Yeah.
Think about fucking what's
Mark
his
All
name?
Ruffalo.
green.
Well, no, well, yeah. Okay, perfect example. Think of Mark Ruffalo, but then wearing that little thing to where they're supposed to look for Hulk's head, but then him still acting out and doing the rah, like or Brolin doing Thanos, right?
Uh-huh.
Same fucking thing, dude. It's just, which for some reason I started watching Endgame today, dude. And goddamn, I haven't watched that shit in a minute.
Infinity War is still better.
I'm sorry. Infinity War. I wanted to start with, and I agree, 100%. We'll stand on that hill till I die.
Dude, I will stand up and defend Age of Ultron as being one of the best Marvel movies.
You know what? That was one where I needed it a second watch to appreciate it more. 100%. I will fully admit to that. And same thing with the second Captain America. I didn't care for it as much the first time. Second time, loved it.
See, I was like, Black Panther first time I saw it, didn't like it.
Oh, I love
Liked
Black
it.
Panther
I
the
liked
first
him.
time.
I liked it more the
Black
second
Panther
time.
love.
Still have not watched the second one. I'm a little late on that.
Yeah, you don't need to.
Yeah, you don't need it. It's trash.
All right.
There's-
Chad Daddy, what else we got, homie, about this?
Bacon admitted he accepted the role partly under the false assumption that he would not be needed on set for scenes of Sebastian Invisible and that it would be an easy performance. He claimed that, to the contrary, it ended up being the most physically demanding and difficult role of his career.
Wow. Really? That's interesting.
Okay.
Right? They just thought they were just going to like voice him in and have people like stare in a direction. They're like, no, man, we're going to totally green screen the fuck out of you. Go get painted up. What?
To get the right reaction from the cast, Paul Verhoeven had speakers put in different places on the set and had Kevin Bacon's voice come from different speakers so the cast would genuinely react to the invisible character moving around. For the scene with the invisible gorilla, Verhoeven screamed into the microphone imitating gorilla noises.
Oh, all right.
Nice.
One way to do it.
Okay, let's see. This just kind of restates about Kevin Bacon being needed on set. The main reason was the reason they needed to be present was to interact with the cast, as the other actors were stranded in empty space, and the scenes looked stiff, inorganic, and unconvincing without him.
I could see that. Yeah.
Yo, how many times do you think them ladies saw his dick before he did that drop the pants scene in the movie itself?
I'm gonna
you think
go
it was just a
lot.
you think that was just a one take and done?
No,
Or you
I'm gonna
think
go
that
with
was
three.
like
three or four.
you think like Kevin like Bacon just like whipped it out at some random point beforehand just to like get everybody's shock over with? Like
I think I could see the girls being like, "I'm sorry, I blinked. Yeah, we're gonna have to do this all over again. Start over."
or is it like one of those things where it's like because I don't see him doing it, but it's like where they have like one of those like weird like cod piece things that you don't see.
no, he totally had his wing out. The whole
Yeah,
time.
his
That's what I'm saying, bro. There's no way he did it. But.
Yeah,
like-
his wiener was out.
Okay, man. Like he has nothing to be ashamed about. He's
Listen,
walking around.
I you know what? I thought it was funny. They're both little cheeky, like look down, look at each other, and like smirk. You know, like yeah, whatever.
The girl turned her head like I had that. She's like, I kind of want to know this douchebag.
Right? That girl totally was like, damn it, he's a hate fuck. Like
Dude, all I could think about is painted
in
blue.
that moment, not after the fact.
All I can think about is painted blue, naked Kevin Bacon doing the helicopter in between takes to entertain the cast.
Oh my god!
Imagine what he did with all the donuts on the food.
Are these cream filled? Well, they are now.
This reminds me of Van Wilder. I think I've had these before. All right. Jesus.
When the crew
Completely new recipe.
When the crew carries a half-invisible Sebastian back to the operating table, a metal skeleton was used. It was made of metal in order to make it heavy, so the actors would give the impression of carrying a human body.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that's smart.
Feel like it doesn't have enough heft.
So the director, Paul Verhoeven, and the director of photography, Jost Bacano, had to be informed on set as to what Sebastian's Marco Polo taunt meant. As Verhoeven is from the Netherlands and Bacano from Germany, neither had ever heard of the game.
Oh.
All right, fair enough.
I like it. It works. Dude, I think, and that's the other thing, is like when that one dude said shit, like, that's the kind of shit I'd be doing. Be like, yo, would you just go up and just like whisper in people's ears? It's like, yes, dude.
Oh, absolutely.
That's the kind of like debauchery I would get down with.
Dude, I'm
and not even bad stuff, right? Just stuff to be like, hey, how's it going? Right? Like, just.
See, I would be the one dropping a deuce in the middle of the room.
I'd be robbing banks.
But then if it was invisible, so then just everybody smells it, but then nobody. The one dude that runs and slips in it, or the kid, or something like that.
I'd be the guy to go into the McDonald's and go behind everybody and say, "Order the whole menu. You know you want it. Just do it. Come on, it's worth it."
I'd go to paranormal locations and scare the shit out of people.
There you go.
Dude, especially ones that you knew were false, and then really start fucking with shit, dude. Like,
yeah.
Just start drawing stupid symbols on the wall, but then like into like the fourth one, just draw a dick.
Draw a big old dick.
Gotta be a big veiny
Go start
bastard,
fucking
too,
with
right?
the Ouija board.
Be like, yo, man, I'm hungry. What?
Why did the Ouija board just tell us to eat its ass?
Right.
What's that sulfur smell?
Oh,
Continuing
Yo, man,
on.
it's 2024. Eat my ass is not a fucking insult.
It's a suggestion to achieve convincing. That's foreplay. To achieve convincing visibility underwater in the pool scene, the effects crew made countless experiments with transparent objects and transparent molds of body parts underwater. In the end, the entire body of Kevin Bacon, including hair, was painted black for the scene because black gave the best contrast underwater.
Okay.
In order to use the title, producers bought the rights to Dan Simmons' novel Hollow Man. The novel has nothing to do with invisible men.
Oh.
I'm surprised
Weird.
that wasn't a lawsuit then.
Well, so they bought the rights.
They bought the rights, so
Wow.
they just wanted the name. Versus
It works.
Hollow Man,
Holla.
which is a totally different.
That's the movie I want to see.
Let me holler at you.
Holla, man.
Right? I'd watch a fucking
What's
hour
up,
after
girl?
that.
Yeah.
Can I holler at you? Let me holler at you.
Let me holla at you.
You thinking of Dave Chappelle too?
Oh, absolutely, dude. How could you not? Let me holler at you.
Holla, 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 holla.
Especially when Dave did that thing, they were like, "Yo, he just sat there after the fucking take, and he just did this shit for 5 fucking minutes, dude." And then they showed
That guy was great.
Classic Chappelle.
Oh, Chappelle.
Guy Pearce and Edward Norton were considered for the role of Sebastian Cain. Kevin Bacon was chosen for his ability to be both charming and diabolical.
And his wiener.
And
I feel
his
like
wiener.
I feel like Edward Norton wouldn't have had to act. Like he'd just be himself.
Yeah. I that.
He just shows up the set. They're like, is he one of these dudes that just have to like be in persona all the time? They're like, no, bro, that's just it.
That's just Ed Norton.
You know what? I gotta say, by the way, and this is a total folly on me, but in the opening credits, which I gotta say was kind of cool seeing for a 2000s film, because that's a very old school like method of doing the credits prior of the movie.
Yeah.
Right. At least that long. When it came up with what's his name? William D something, whatever. I'm not gonna lie, the way the screen was, and it was so white, I didn't see the entire last name, so I thought it was William Dafoe. So it was literally all the way until the last like 10 minutes of the fucking movie. And I'm like, I don't think that was William Dafoe. Like that was my epiphany of the movie. I don't think that.
Where the fuck was Willem Dafoe?
Yeah, dude. I'm like, did I miss him? Like what?
He was the other invisible guy that you never saw. Yeah.
That's why you
Bro,
give the movie
William
like a 1 rating. It's because Defoe was not.
Yo, man, I want to see what I mean. Like Brody says, like Kevin Bacon can bring in the bad guy, but I think like Defoe can obviously. Well, we know Defoe can do it.
Well,
Oh,
yeah.
Imagine like Defoe in this role, dude. Would it be worse?
Oh,
Creepier?
dude.
Like,
I think it would be
Oh.
creepier.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, because this is right around the time he did Spider-Man. So yeah,
Especially because he's always looked the same age.
He
right?
still does.
When was Boondock Saints? Was that also 2000?
That was 90.
Was that 90s?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, you know, you might be
mean,
right. All right. Anyways, Chad, Eddie, back to you. Cooper.
Creature effects supervisor Tom Woodruff Jr. played the gorilla Isabel, similar to the alien roles he played in the movies Aliens, Alien 3, and Alien Resurrection. To obtain a picture in the heat-sensitive infrared light, crew members warmed up the fur of the gorilla suit with hair dryers.
Oh, that
man.
sounds like hell.
Oh, right. That's what I'm just like. How hot? That's already hot.
Yeah,
in
that
there.
sucks, but that's fucking a smart way to do it.
showbiz, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yes, Boondock Saints did come out in 99.
All right,
We're
excellent.
old. All right.
This is the first Hollywood movie of Paul Verhoeven that got an R rating in its first submission to the MPAA. His previous American films, RoboCop, Total Recall, Basic Instinct, Showgirls, and Starship Troopers, initially received X and NC-17 ratings, of which all except for Showgirls were recut to receive an R rating.
That's bullshit. I want all the hardcore versions of all those
Yes.
movies.
Yes,
or at least some of them
please.
that you said. At least RoboCop and Total Recall. Give me those.
Yeah.
Oh, I would love
There,
that.
there is an unrated cut of RoboCop.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's more dick shooting.
I was
No.
about to say that. Do we get any dick shooting scenes? For the love of God, please tell me we do.
No, but the scene of Murphy getting killed is like
Is
way
more fucked up.
bloodier. Yeah.
Word.
Real.
Dude,
oh,
Red
goes
Foreman
in
was a
big.
cock in that movie, man.
Yes, he
Mhm.
was.
Dumbass.
I have never been prouder.
But yeah, I want to see the NC-17 cut of fucking Total Recall. I didn't know there was one.
Right?
That means there's 6 boobs instead of 3.
I was going to say, I was like, there's more triple titties,
There's
dude.
9 titties total.
Peter, you know that's paper mache. Yeah, I know it's paper mache. I don't care.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Kevin Bacon wanted the role of Sebastian Cain badly because he really wanted to portray an invisible man whose own morality decreases. I have to disagree with that. His morality was always kind of sketchy.
Yeah, I'm
anyway.
pretty sure it was always kind of fucked.
Yeah.
I
Like-
just feel like it enhanced it.
Well, he even
I-
said, he's like, now I have the freedom to do every right. So he was probably already having those thoughts when he was being a peeping Tom when we saw him right in the beginning, right? But he couldn't act on it because for obvious reasons. But
Mhm.
now he's invisible. Fuck yeah, dude. Like,
But you know something? Just speaking from, I guess, his perspective, since he was a genius, I'm willing to bet if he went over and knocked.
so what's with the crazy, like, because obviously we know that there's the line, it's always said the line of genius and insanity toe very like tightly, right? He must be like Egon Spengler level and thing because, dude, they really have a weird addiction to Twinkies. Like, I don't know what it is with the intelligence levels.
It's
But
brain food.
Yeah, it's got to be, bro.
I gotta tell you, I wanted a Twinkie very badly.
I know, man. It made me want a Twinkie. So I was like, "What the fuck, bro?"
Not only that,
Dude,
when he was
that was
invisible,
after I fucking saw Zombieland in theaters. I was on a Twinkie hunt.
but when he was invisible, did you see the box of Twinkies next to him? They only give you 10 now. There was definitely like 15 or 20 in that fucking box.
Yeah, man, they shorten the shit out of you now, dude, and they're smaller too. So he was taking
not enough cream either
at a time. All right, anything else, Chad Daddy?
I've got a lot. Besides the full body suits in different colors for visual effects scenes, Kevin Bacon also had to wear full eye contact lenses, the same color as the suits for most scenes.
Holy shit.
That's shitty.
That's gotta suck too, because I don't know if you boys have ever worn like the what the fuck are they called? The contacts that cover your full eye.
Costume style, yeah.
Suck. You can barely see out that shit.
And these were like, dude, you're talking 2000s when like shit's gotten way better nowadays.
Yeah,
right?
they were probably
back then. It's like
top of the line, but they were not top of the line compared to today.
And they're better than the 80s contacts that would just literally cut into your eyes if you wore them too long.
That style, yeah.
Okay, for scenes where Sebastian was outlined in smoke, water, and blood, Kevin Bacon wore a latex bodysuit, face mask, contact lenses, and a dental plate, all of one color. Green was used for blood, blue for smoke, and black for water. Visual effects supervisor Craig Hayes then replaced Bacon with a digital clone to form an outline of his performance. To make the clone appear more like Bacon, information about every aspect of his body was recorded, and the entirety of his body, including his genitals, was scanned into a computer. This special effect performance earned Hayes a nomination to the Academy Award for Best Visual Effects, but it lost to Gladiator.
So what you're telling
Gladiator was a solid fucking movie, though.
But what you're telling us is there's a scan of the Bacon out there somewhere.
What you're telling us is that there was some poor, like, fucking lower class person in the chain there that had to scan Kevin Bacon's junk for a day.
Yep.
That fucking.
Somebody had to stick those motion capture balls onto his balls.
On his balls.
Like, could you imagine?
Ballception.
And I only hope it was some dude that had no idea what he was waking up to that morning. Like, he just thought he was doing some mocap work, right, dude? But they were just like, no, man, we got to finish. So they're like, bro, we didn't get his dick and balls because there's too much. So you got to capture that.
Oh,
excuse me? What?
How was your
sorry,
day at
what was
work,
that
honey? You look a little on edge. How was work today?
Yeah, right.
Don't
Don't want to talk about it.
I feel so inadequate right now. Fuck you. Okay, Mark, fuck you.
It's either that or it made somebody's day, right? It's one of the two.
Yeah, there is no in between.
Like, oh my God.
Okay, continuing on. An early draft of the screenplay for this film was titled The Incredible Dr. Nobody. In this version of the screenplay, Kevin Bacon's character bore the corny, if apt, name of Dr. Noah Body. In rewrites, both the picture's title and name of its lead character were changed so that the material could be taken more seriously.
That's awful, dude. At least they're
horrible.
smart enough to fucking scrap
horrible.
that shit, dude, right?
Dr. Noah Body. Kevin Bacon and Josh Brolin later appeared in comic book adaptations. Bacon starred in X-Men First Class and R.I.P.D. Brolin starred in Jonah Hex, Men in Black 3, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and Deadpool 2.
Which is also now part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yes, it is.
And you know, his name was Sebastian in X-Men also.
Yes, it was.
Oh,
Sebastian Shaw.
The best scene is when he shows up to the past in Deadpool 2, and it's just those two hicks on the truck talking about how to wipe their ass. And it's literally what Scoob was talking about earlier. He's like, and then you take a wipe and you got to give it one good one. And then you go back with a normal tissue to hit the dry spot. And it's like, I totally forgot that was, I know, but I forgot that was a part of the movie, dude. So when I rewatched it a couple fucking weeks ago, I had to pause it because I was crying laughing.
I don't remember that scene.
Stupid that fucking scene. Dude, it's when he teleports in and it's just this fat guy and this other guy on a tailgate talking, and the fat guy's talking about wiping his ass. And it's just him walking from the background to the foreground. And he's like, what year is it? Yeah. Fantastic.
A scene depicting the invisible Sebastian brutally raping his neighbor, then climbing off her as she wept, was deleted because
thank God.
because test audiences still identifying with Sebastian seemed to feel it was too early in the movie for him to have descended to that level of evil. Other deleted scenes include Sarah discussing with Linda and Matt the possibility that Sebastian had fondled her, Sarah confronting Sebastian about the death of the dog, and Linda being stalked by Sebastian. The latter two scenes contain footage that was used in the promotional trailers. Those scenes are re-edited back into the director's cut, by the way.
Really?
Shit.
Okay.
Which I have, but I have not watched it.
Oh, Brody says the fat guy is Matt Damon. I didn't even know that, dude. I was
I
just
had
fucking
no
laughing
idea.
at the goddamn scene. Now Chad's
Jesus
like
Christ,
fucking
Joe.
scraping his brain. He's like, I don't fucking remember this shit.
I don't. I'm gonna have to fuck. I mean, I got to rewatch it anyway, so I can get the wife.
That ain't right, Joe Day.
Going for the main course with the wet wipe.
And you go back to dry it up with some normal.
Would you guys expect anything different from Mr. Day?
No, dude, and I'm glad
It's
he's
just
on
another
point
day for
knowing that
Day.
shit, dude. It was because it was such a fucking hilarious scene. It was so stupid. All right, anything else, Chad Daddy?
This film is Rona Mitra's second movie where she had a brutal rape and nude scene. The scene was mostly edited out of the final cut of the movie. In Beowulf, she had a similar scene where her character, Kyra, was raped in her bedroom by the monster who was also her half-brother called Grendel, but the scene was deleted by the director who felt that it didn't fit the story.
Yeah.
That's even weirder. That's even like. How
She's from
shitty is
Underworld,
that,
right?
man? I don't
No.
know. She-
The prequel? She was in the
Wait.
prequel.
Yeah, she was in one of them.
Rise of the Lycans.
She was
like,
the fucking
daughter.
main chick, wasn't it?
yeah, she was the daughter.
She was hot as fucking.
Yeah, she was.
She might have actually been a little bit hotter than Celine, dare I say.
They looked very similar though.
Well, yeah, there was
In
dude, it
vampire
literally looked
form.
like she fucking like was cloned from her, bro, like 100%. And that was the reason for it. But I don't know, man.
We got
They're fucking on the side of that cliff.
Isabel, a member of a normally herbivorous race, gorillas, messily devouring a rat while under the invisibility serum, foreshadows how much the serum is really a psychotic serum and the corrosive effects it would have on the human mind.
Okay.
Okay, that makes,
And she
that
was
makes
only
a lot
under
more
for
sense.
3 days.
So
the fucked
here's
up
my
part.
other thing is like these people are really smart, and I understand like they want that Kevin Bacon was a little it was his ego because he wanted to jump the shark. But nobody else suggested, like, hey, maybe we should test this on something else too, just to make sure it works.
That's what I'm
again.
saying. Why didn't they fucking
Or literally anybody else.
Yeah, seriously.
Not even no,
That-
but they had cages of invisible. Tested on some other animals.
That's what I've
Just to
said
make
earlier.
sure-
Why
just
would
to
they
make
use it?
sure it works?
Why would
like-
they use it on anybody else? Test it on the fucking dog first. Why didn't you bring the dog back first to see if it fucking worked?
I thought that too. There
And
was
I'm
an
sure there
invisible
was
dog.
fuck
There was an
tons of
invisible,
invisible
chimp.
rats.
There's again
invisible
smart,
chimp.
but they're not that smart.
Like we said,
Yeah.
it's closer to human than fucking the gorilla
Right.
was.
If it works on the chip, then okay, then there's a better possibility.
Wait,
Shit,
then-
like-
I don't think they had invisible rats because wasn't there a line when they said they had invisible rats, but they got out or something?
But they
Yeah.
still could have been around.
He's got a point there.
There was fuck tons of cages that looked empty that I'm sure had fucking animals in them.
yeah, that's what I think they were insinuating, but I don't know. Anything else, Chad Daddy?
The last bit here. The film was shot in chronological order, partially due to the fact that the laboratory set would be physically blown up near the end of the story, a sequence that was captured by 14 cameras at various angles.
Hot damn.
I have an issue with that last fucking scene.
They got a lot.
Go ahead.
They would have been fucking toasted
Yes.
with that fire going off in that elevator shaft.
Oh yeah.
They would have been fucking toasted with as close as they were when that flame fucking shot up. All that heat would have fucking melted their fucking skin off.
Yeah, and the heat rises, so
Yeah. So
The
they
heat
would
would
have
have
been
kept
fucked
coming.
too. Everybody should have died at the end.
like all those poor animals that were blown up in their cages.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. You're right. Damn.
That's Hollywood for you, unfortunately.
Just like the contractors on the Death Star. Never had a chance.
Hey, they knew the risks they were getting involved in.
Yeah, right. All right. Well, thank you, Chad Zaddy, for
My
the
pleasure.
behind the scenes there. Boys, where did we watch this?
Peacock.
Peacock.
On demand.
I believe I watched this on Prime. I didn't know it was on Peacock. Douche of the film.
Sebastian.
Yeah,
He
that's
was a douche when he was still visible.
But all of them were douche. I mean, he was the biggest douche, but they were all douches. Even
Yeah,
the
but
Elizabeth
I
Shue.
can't agree with. I can't agree with that.
Weren't we all a little douchey in the 2000s?
I was a
Yeah.
child.
Bob, you don't count. That was
I was a dad already, though. Wait, what month did this come out? No, I wasn't a dad yet. I was a big douche. Yeah, I was a huge
say
douche.
2000s. I feel is a very douchey time, so it kind of fits with like I don't know. To me, it feels home. But no, definitely our main character, Bacon, takes it. Favorite kill?
I'm not gonna lie, it's a hurtful one, but him killing the dog because I was not expecting it. I'm gonna call it one.
That was pretty. That was
Because all of a sudden you just see it smack on the heat sensor. I'm like, oh, that hurts.
it was a good edit the way they did it though.
Yeah.
For sure. I thought they were just gonna have him like choke him off screen, and then when he did the slap, I was just like, oh shit.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm going with that.
I'm gonna go the redhead's death. He tranks
Really?
her. She gets
Oh, he's gonna
tranked.
snap her neck.
I know, but it was fucking brutal. Put her to sleep and then fucking snapped her neck.
If only he was like, I fucking hate those bangs. All
Your
right.
nipples sucked.
I think I'm gonna give it to the poor dude that got impaled from behind.
Oh yeah.
The doctor?
Oh, yeah.
Or, what the
Was it Frank? Was that his name?
the dude with the curly hair, right?
Yeah. I think it was Frank. I think.
You know, for some reason, I liked his character the best.
I
Not to,
liked
like,
him too.
jump ahead.
I thought it was pretty cool. Yeah, it was Frank. It was Frank.
I'm gonna go with the head smack on the spike, dude, because
Oh, yeah, that was nasty.
that's something I'm like, I don't know. Head trauma is just that shit's fucked.
It's not even just head trauma. He got head, neck, and jaw trauma all in one.
Yeah, it's just like, bro. And he wasn't dead. It wasn't like an instant death either, which like
No.
shitty. So yeah, I'm gonna go with that one.
All right.
All right, so everybody's got a different one. Cool. Cool. That takes us to best scene.
When he fucks with the kids.
Ooh,
Oh,
damn!
yeah,
I
like
did like that
Yeah.
one.
Yeah,
I like-
that was
that
pretty
is
cool.
Yeah, I'm
That's
gonna
some
go.
shit.
I'm gonna go with that one.
That is
too.
some shit I would do.
I'm agreeing because that scene stuck with me out of everything else out of this movie the first time
You
I
know
saw it.
All right, so it's unanimous for that. That's
Yeah.
We needed more of that.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Like it
We
needed
need
to
to-
be playful at first, and then
Right. We didn't need to go right to groping
yeah.
like his first fucking night.
Yeah.
God damn, dude. Just fuck with her a little bit. You know what I mean? Not Jesus. All right. That takes us to worst moment or scene.
Rape.
Rape.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right.
That's unanimous. I think.
Yeah, I was gonna say for sure. All right. Opening scene. Did it hook you in?
It was an invisible gorilla chomping down on a rat.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
like fucking A.
Yeah, I was down.
Absolutely.
Also, hats off to the writers and everything for just throwing us into this invisibility story without any build up. Like we didn't need to
No
see.
build
Okay,
up.
you know
no
what?
Nothing.
Thank you
Fuck
for
yeah.
bringing that up. We did not mention that. And I like that. Yes, we are already months, possible years into this
Mhm.
program, study, whatever it may be. They clearly have figured out invisibility. That is not the problem. They got that shit down. We're at the how do we fix it? And
Yeah.
no, I dig that, man. Because that could change the whole if they wanted that dynamic. I mean, granted, they could always skip, you know what I mean, like ahead and shit.
Yeah,
here
do
and
like
there,
a
do
time
time
skip.
jumps. Yeah, for sure. Okay. Most attractive character.
Elizabeth Shue.
Ah,
Well, no. What am I
no.
saying? No. The lady across the way.
Sebastian's neighbor. She was
Yeah.
hot.
Yep.
I
have to
gotta
agree.
agree. You know, cute brunette, those full lips, nice boobies.
Like Elizabeth Shue, she was hot in this.
she
I
was.
didn't
but-
dig the haircut so much. Was it?
No.
No.
I didn't really think
yeah.
any of the female characters were bad looking.
No, it's
No,
just
they
they
weren't.
had terrible 2000s fucking style.
Haircuts. The
Yeah,
pixel
it was
cut
just
did
bad.
not work for me.
Joe's going
Yeah.
invisible gorilla.
Yeah, you may have her.
What was her name? Isabel?
Isabel takes the win. All right. That takes us to, did the score set the mood?
Yeah, it was
I think
pretty
it did.
good.
It was
Yeah,
set the
definitely.
action pace, set the horror pace. That song, do we have one?
Yes. There's a Nickelback song in this soundtrack called "I Don't Have."
I was gonna say, if it's something in your mouth, that's a terrible song.
I
for
love
the
that
movie,
damn
dude.
song. That would hey,
No,
that's
no,
what
I'm just
should've
saying
been
for
playing.
this movie though,
No,
that would be a terrible.
That should have been playing when her lip went.
Oh my god.
You look so much
He just said,
cuter.
what if he just quoted the
Something in your
line?
mouth.
Man, you look so much cuter.
There's something in your mouth. And then her lip just,
See,
All
you
you see
could
is-
rewrite this as a comedy, and it would just be.
I'm
It would
just,
still be gross sex things like Revenge of the Nerds is now, kind of. Where you're like, oh, bro, he totally raped.
I'm just picturing her sitting there. You just hear a slapping sound, and all of a sudden, that wasn't my hand.
no.
Bro, you just see the mushroom print form.
No, not even
The
that.
first thing that comes to mind is Scary Movie 2.
Somebody's yawning. I'll hear is, oh, what the fuck? Was that your biggest question? Think again.
Oh god.
Oh, Jesus Christ. So that takes us to favorite character.
That one, what was his name? That one guy.
Yes, that guy.
You know, so
one
I'm
that-
actually
the
going to go with
fucking-
Frank.
you think I'm going with Frank? I know Scoobs is going to pick the guy from Heroes.
You're going with the guy with the two-toned hair? The dark
was his
brown
name?
on the bottom and the light brown on top?
His name was
I don't remember.
Carter.
Carter. Yeah, I'm going for Carter.
All
Just
right.
because he was just totally chill, just laid back.
he's looking at porn on the job, dude.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean?
I liked Frank just because this is God speaking.
I'm going with Frank.
Yeah.
Because Frank just seems like a weird, eccentric dude that would be a fun work friend. So
Agreed.
Plus, if you guys ever watch The Office, he's the guy that in the one episode when Jim and Pam were going to that little daycare center for trying to get their kid in, and Jim walked in and I'm taking a shit.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
that's where I recognize him from. Okay. Yes. Okay. All right. Was it scary?
A little bit.
In a
So
sense,
the more we
yes.
talk about it, I will say yes, it was.
in a
It's
horror,
It's
in
a
a horror way,
psychological.
no.
Right.
In a horror way, it's not a scary horror movie,
No.
but it is definitely a psychological mind fuck
Yes.
watching him do these things. So it is scary.
You know, this
Alright.
talking about this movie, I really think we should throw on the Invisible Man for next year.
OG
Nah,
or new one?
new one.
New one.
We could do
All right.
we could do both even.
Let's do a watch party with the OG.
Is it?
I don't think
is
it's
it
public
free,
domain.
free public
Oh,
domain?
damn it.
No, I
Yo,
think it's
that
universal.
one Ron gave me the idea, or Ron said a couple weeks back, the guy who did our symbol, which I need to put that back up. That one was public domain. I got it written down somewhere. I'm totally down to do one of those again if you guys are down.
No,
Yeah,
that
that'd
was
be
fun.
great.
I would love to do that.
Yeah, I mean, even if we do it like on a weekend or something.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be on the main night by any
Yeah.
means. Yeah, it can just be a nice little extra watch party.
Oh, Brody.
Oh, God, Brody.
No.
Absolutely, Brody says, like that time I walked in and the Asian squatting on top of a toilet.
Hey, you only live once, Brody. You got to see it once in a while.
Do. All right.
No, John. No. No. You're gonna get us canceled. I was gonna do an Asian accent, but I said no.
I didn't do any. What are you talking about? I said doo.
Yeah, but the tone.
Yeah,
What are you
that's
talking
all
about?
good.
The jingle.
No. What are you talking about? All right. Does this movie hold up today?
Yeah.
I'm going to say
think
for the
so.
most part,
Yeah.
yes, it does.
Some of the
Yeah.
CGI could be redone, but yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
CGI aside, it's still solid acting. The movie's still very entertaining. So,
But you know, like I said, I didn't mind the CGI. I didn't. Granted, the gorilla fur looked fucking weird, but
it
yeah,
was all right.
I didn't mind it.
I didn't hate it. It didn't take me out of it.
Gene says we do a Halloween watch party of Night of the Living Dead. We did.
We
that
already did
for
that.
We did
Yeah.
that for episode 200, buddy.
Yes, we did.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
we did.
Call Brody a mother licking slut. All right. How's the acting? I feel like we've said
That was
this
fucking
before,
top
but
notch.
Yeah,
Yeah,
very much
absolutely.
top notch.
Top notch.
Cinematography.
It was pretty good.
It was decent.
You know what? It wasn't bad. Like the drowning scene, like that dude drowning in the pool and everything. That was cool looking.
The shots of the city of Washington D.C. itself was pretty nice.
That was nice.
Yeah, especially when he's standing out on the balcony and you see
the Capitol behind them. Yeah,
it was fucking nice.
All right. Solid cinematography then. Did we like the premise?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
absolutely.
yeah, a little too rapey, but
Right.
Yeah.
If you tone that back and maybe just made him more like maniacal, I guess. I don't fucking know.
I agree.
But maybe that'd be just too. Maybe that'd be too. That's why they wanted to tweak it then. Who the fuck knows? All right. And was the climax satisfying?
it worked for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it works.
I even liked that he never got fully. Like he was just some weird skin suit dude at that. Like by the end.
Yeah.
So
You just start seeing
even though
his
it looked
muscles
kind of.
and everything.
Yeah, like even though it didn't look the best, like I still liked it because it's just like, oh, he still looks like a weird like horror character. So yes, recycle, rewind, remake, or reboot.
Rewind.
Say it's already been remade again, anyways. Not particularly, but rewind it all day. Okay, rate this bitch. Brody started it off with a 4.4. Bob, what do you got?
I'm gonna go with a 3.8.
3.8. Scuba.
I'm going 4.
4. Chair Daddy.
I went Scoobs 4.
4. And I will also go with an even 4.
All right.
Come on, bitch. By 5. That would be a 4.04. So a 4.
Nice. Okay.
All right.
Not bad.
Chad Daddy, what are we covering next week, brother?
Oh man, next week's gonna be a treat. I haven't seen this since like the 90s. We are watching this. This is probably our first Peter Jackson movie. We're watching Dead Alive.
Fuck yeah, let's go.
Oh, yeah. It's on
Who's
YouTube.
picking
I
this?
This
think.
movie in ages.
Whose pick is this?
Is that a Bobby pick?
I think it's mine and Brody's. I think we both had it. As far as
I don't have it written down, so I'm gonna say it's a
Well,
Bobby pick.
Okay. That would make sense with rotation. It looks like you can at least rent it on Prime. You know what? I feel like we tried doing this one before we had issues. Right? So is it this
right.
one? Because I thought it was this one, or unless maybe Peter Jackson's got a different one. Because I know we did Frighteners, but we were able to watch that. But
Yeah.
Oh
there was
shit!
one
Yeah,
that-
that's right. We did do that. So this isn't our first Peter Jackson movie.
There you go. But I swear to God, we tried doing this prior, and there was like region locked or something like that. So
It's on
Mel's
Prime.
here.
what's up now?
Honey, hi, honey.
Oh,
Sorry.
Brody said he picked this.
Okay, cool. I think you both
Fucking
picked it.
A.
Like I said, I think both of us picked it.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's on Prime. You can rent it for $3.99 or buy the HD version for
Mel,
$9.
you are 100% right. It's
Is it
bad
on-
and good.
Is it on Shudder by chance?
It doesn't say. Oh, Prime's the only one coming up from what I see.
Do I have Shutter in my service launch? I don't. So I'd have to actually go to Shutter to look.
Same.
Okay. All right. Well, you know what? I've never seen Dead Alive, so this will be a first time viewing for me.
Neither have I.
Ooh. Hold on, boys. Hold on, boys.
Mel, that's literally what we talked about the
Oh.
entire episode, hon. You are
Yep.
not wrong. You are not wrong.
Damn it. There was an uncut version
Of
on YouTube of Dead Alive. They took it down.
Damn.
well,
Oh.
all right, but it's also if you are searching and it comes up a different title, it might come up under the title Brain Dead.
Brain
Just to
dead.
let you know, but it's 1992. So, all right, awesome, gentlemen. Any nerd news?
I just want to say, you know, if you like the rest of us really love Deadpool and Wolverine or haven't seen it yet, it hits video on demand and all that shit tomorrow. No, Wednesday, the 2nd,
Yes.
and physical release 3 weeks after that. I don't know
Nice.
about Disney Plus. I don't know about Disney Plus though. Let me see if I can find something on that.
I don't really have
believe-
much.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, but Predator Hunting Grounds drops on PS5 and Xbox tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
I literally, while we were doing the show, just re-downloaded my Epic Games installer. And
Scuba. I'm gonna get Scuba to
re-download
play
it.
Fortnite.
Look, hold on. I'm only doing it because I love you.
And you also need Epic and shit for Ghostbusters and stuff too. Unless you got that.
Yeah, well, I'm downloading fucking Fortnite right now. It's at 47%.
Ah,
Look,
Hey, you
I
can
take-
all you want.
I
but-
take your opinion on video games to heart. You're the one that got me into Helldivers, so I'm gonna give Fortnite a chance.
That's another thing, dude. I got to get my ass back to Space Marine as well because you know what? There's not a 100% chance I'm playing with Henry Cavill, but there's never not a 0% chance
Yeah,
I'm playing with
exactly.
Henry Cavill. So, fucking A. I mean, I kind of said my sit, dude, but there's a bunch of like Halloween shit coming to Fortnite, blah, 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 blah. What other games? Oh, I'm pretty sure, I don't think it's this week. I think it's the second week of October, but that new Ash versus Evil Dead and Halloween game drops, I think,
Yes.
the 12th or 13th. So keep an eye out for that. It might be the 10th, actually. It drops. I have to look. I want to pick that shit up myself, dude. I got to see if I can get the physical.
yeah, I'm gonna get the physical of that.
But anything else, nerdy boys?
Not much.
If
nothing.
not, we can wrap this shit up. All right. Once again, next week we're doing Dead Alive. So hell yeah. Fuck yeah, Joe. I will see you, sir. Bob, if you want to start it off.
This is your killing machine, Bobby Moon, saying we'll see you next week for Dead Alive. That's all I got. It's happy to be back.
Hell yeah.
This is your host with the ghost, the prince of the paranormal, the duke of the dead, Lord Scuba Cabra, saying I will see you sometime this weekend for a brand new episode of Somewhat Supernatural.
Ooh, nice.
Until
Very
then,
nice.
peace out, baby.
All right. This is your Dark Lord of Knowledge, your Chad Daddy, way down yonder in Chattahoochee, saying join us next week for Dead Alive because I kick ass for the Lord.
Oh, that's right. There's like a ninja priest or something in it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's right. Okay. Fuck yeah, dude. I'm excited.
Mel's gonna lose her shit watching this
like I said,
movie.
I've never
It's
seen it
so
before,
great.
so I'm good.
I've only
Gene?
seen clips of it, so
Gene's asking about if we've any of us checked out the Tremors game. I've heard about it, but I have not looked into it.
There's a Tremors
Yeah,
game.
neither have I.
Supposedly, I don't know how full of a game it is, but yeah, it's on Steam.
Oh,
So-
so it's like fan made.
Possibly, I could be wrong. Don't quote me.
That's
But-
like there's images circulating right now of Ultimate Pamela Voorhees NECA figure.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's fan made.
Oh, whatever. Anyways, I'm your Not So Mean Fluff Master Supreme, Big John D, saying thank you once again, Gorehounds, for joining us for another fantastic episode of the Goremore Podcast. Please like, subscribe, rate, share, all that shebang. It is much appreciated from all four of us and Mr. Kane as well, all the way across from the world.
Hell yeah.
Other than that, watch Dead Alive. Join us next week. Throw us your insights and